It's perfectly fine to do the same thing over and over and expect different results. This is fine. I'm Jon Thorp, and I approve this message.
Hey guys! Welcome back to today's video. And in this new today's video, it's going to be a brand new video, part of my video series on breaking up the two-party duopoly. And in this new video series, this is going to be talking about another candidate that's running for office in the 2025 Tennessee 7th Congressional District special election that was left vacant by Republican Representative Mark Green, who left Congress on July 20th of 2025 to take a private sector job. And several of the candidates that are running for Tennessee 7th Congressional District special election is a Republican, Matt Van Epps, a Democratic candidate, Afti Ben, and then there's four other independent candidates: Terry Christie, Bobby Dodge, Robert James Southerby, and then Jon Thorp, and this is what this video is about: promoting Jon Thorp's independent run to be the next representative of Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. The district comprises both. The 7th Congressional District includes part of Nashville. It also includes Chatham, Dixon, Robertson, and Williamson. And it also encompasses Franklin, Montgomery County, and also Clarksville area. And if you live in any of those parts of the 7th Congressional District, which includes Nashville, Belmont, Vanderbilt, Chatham, Dixon, Robertson, Williamson, Montgomery County, Franklin, Clarksville, if you live in any of those areas of the district, you will be able to vote for Jon Thorp's independent run for the United States Congress. And as you saw in that little creative ad that that his campaign put together, it's all about putting people over politics. It's about it's all about creating this narrative that everything is not fine. Politics is not fine. And we are voting for the same parties over and over and over and over again. We're voting for Republicans. We just voted to elect. In 2024, we just voted to send Donald Trump back to the White House. We just voted to give the Republicans to their House majority, and also give the Republicans back their Senate majority also. And now, look what happened on November. I think it was November 6th or 3rd. I could be wrong. The voters in Virginia, New York City, New Jersey, and even California chose a Democrat's agenda. And what this ad that Jon Thorp put out, it's all about, it's advertising everything is not fine because we are still voting for the same stinking parties and that expect different results. But in reality, when we're voting for the same parties, it's still producing the same results. And that is what Jon Thorp wants to change. It's all about people over politics, doing something, voting for a different candidate and voting for a different person that can truly produce better and different results that actually works for the people rather than some elite bureaucrat, rather than some wealthy corporate guy, pretty much. And that's why Jon Thorp is running. He's running to put people first over politics. So let's talk about a little bit of who Jon Thorp is as a person. Let's go to his Meet Jon page. I never thought I'd run for office. I'm not a politician, though I've spent my life in service. First in the Army as a combat pilot, then flying for the Metro Nashville Police, and now as an air ambulance pilot, helping people on some of their hardest days. I've learned that real leadership isn't about titles or talking points. It's about showing up when it matters most. For most of my life, I saw politics the way a lot of people do. Loud, disconnected, and mostly built for people with the right connections or the right talking points. I know I'm not alone in that. A lot of people feel like they have been left out of the conversation, like the system isn't working for them. And honestly, it hasn't been. But I believe it can, and that belief is why I'm stepping forward. I'm running for the people who've given up on politics, not because they don't care, but because they hadn't had someone who truly represents them. This campaign is about putting people first, not politics. I'm not here to play the partisan game. I'm here to remind people that stepping outside the party lines doesn't make you powerless. It makes you the difference. This isn't just about me. It's about all of us. It's about building a government that reflects who we really are. Hardworking, thoughtful, hopeful people who still believe in the promise of this country and the strength of our communities. I live in Robertson County with my wife of nearly 16 years, our 2 boys, and a few too many animals. We're raising our family with the same values that have guided me through life: integrity, humility, service, and a deep belief that we're stronger when we look out for one another. I'm not running to be a politician. I'm running because I believe our democracy works best when people like you and me stop waiting for someone else to fix it. If you've been waiting for someone to say out loud what you've been thinking quietly, that we can do better and we deserve better, this campaign is for you. Let's show up. Let's rebuild trust. Let's change Washington together, in liberty and in service. Jon Thorp. And that is why he's running. He's not running to be the same old career politician. He's running because he believes our democracy works best when people like you and me are not waiting around for someone to fix it for us. We're going to take action for ourselves to make our lives better. And that's why he's running. To put people first over partisan games. To put people first over politics. It's all about rebuilding trust and changing Washington for the better, in liberty and in service. And that's why he's running. And we can't do that. We can't rebuild that trust. We can't change Washington together if we're still voting for the same Republican and Democratic candidates. We can't bring positive change by voting for the same Republicans and Democrats. We got to vote for different candidates, and we got to vote for different parties to truly produce different, positive, and better results that work. That will improve the lives of the people of Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. It's all about people, investing in people. And that's why that's the reason why Jon Thorp is running. So now, since you know a little bit about Jon Thorp as a person, let's talk about some of his priorities on how he will serve you as, if elected, to Tennessee's 7th Congressional District, to represent you in Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. So this is his platform. Let's talk solutions. There is at least 4 priorities that he has in mind that will create a government that works better for the people. And those 4 categories would include restoring accountability in government, economic prosperity and American renewal, defend individual liberty, a strong and independent America. On the topic of restoring accountability in government, he has signed the U.S. term limit pledge because public service because to him, public service should be temporary and accountable, which is why he signed the term limit pledge. He doesn't believe career politicians should be running our country forever. He also supports other election reforms, which include election laws, which includes implementing things like open primaries and ranked choice voting. And I made a video about ranked choice voting before. He also supports real transparency, meaning, to be a bit more specific, he will fight to ensure that we have no more 800-page bills. He believes bills should be single subject and have their own vote on those specific issues. So getting back to this idea of single subject bills, which is one issue in which legislative bills are one issued, one bills, and one vote on every issue. Splitting them up, no more of these 800 mega bills that we have come to expect with the same politics of old. It's all about one issue, one bill, and one vote. No more 800 bills. No more 800 page bills. He believes with term limits, open primaries, and ranked choice voting and single subject bills, we can restore accountability in government. On the topic of economic prosperity and American renewal, he will fight for a balanced budget. One that addresses the $37 trillion national debt. He believes that is an existential threat to America's future. And he believes that both parties have engaged in endless deficit spending and money printing. And so he's going to fight to balance the budget in Washington. He will also empower small businesses by proposing a tax structure that rewards Main Street, not Wall Street, and lowers rates for small firms, simplify regulation, and realign corporate incentives. And he will end government waste. We must reward efficiency, not budget bloat, and align every taxpayer dollar to serve a clear, measurable goal. And he will defend individual liberty. He will protect the Bill of Rights as well as introduce the idea of a media Bill of Rights to modernize our system to meet the challenges of the modern age. And he believes in building a stronger and independent America by ending foreign meddling. He believes the federal government's first duty is to defend America, not subsidize foreign regimes. We must stop sending billions overseas while our own infrastructure and economy crumble. The Constitution doesn't authorize foreign philanthropy. Our resources belong at home, rebuilding American strength. Ending foreign meddling is all about building a stronger, independent America, bringing our troops home. He doesn't believe we need 180 military bases scattered across the globe. He believes America's military should defend our homeland. And he will strengthen American trade. He believes real strength comes from independence. He will pursue broad, fair trade that eliminates strategic vulnerabilities and ends our dependence on hostile nations. This means true free trade, not weaponized trade. And he doesn't want to, and he will put an end to he will put an end to punishing countries for politics or using the dollar as a cudgel. America should lead through stability and integrity. These are just some of his priorities on what he will do if elected to Tennessee's 7th Congressional District in the 2025 special election that will take place on December 2nd. If it is by implementing things like ranked choice voting and open primaries, demanding single subject bills, proposing term limits, empowering small businesses, introducing the idea of a media bill of rights to modernize our system to meet the challenge of the modern age. If it is ending foreign meddling and bringing our troops home. All of his solutions, he believes, will create a government that is truly of the common folk, by the working class, and for everyday people of Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. And that's why he's running, to invest in people and to create a government that's more reflective and representative of our needs in the 21st century. It's all about voting for a different candidate that will produce a different result, that will produce a more positive, vibrant, prosperous, and high-quality life for the people of Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. So, overall, you guys, comment down below in the comments of this video, and to share your opinion on what you think about Jon Thorp's independent run to be the next representative of Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. And if you don't like him, that's okay. That's okay. That's part of democracy. You don't have to vote for him. Vote for the person that you believe is more closer to your values and to your interests. That's part of creating a more prosperous and more peaceful democracy. And if he doesn't get elected, you will get a second chance in the November 3rd, 2026 midterm election, because he's also running in 2026 as well, if he doesn't get elected in 2025. But if you really like him as a candidate, consider voting for him in 2025. And if he doesn't win in the special election, consider voting for him in 2026. And if you believe in his campaign, vote for him. Vote for him to be your next representative of Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. But spread the word. If you do live in his district, spread the word about him as a person. Consider taking action and joining this campaign and attending his events. He's always looking for earning people's votes in which he's on his even on his campaign website, he is advertising of virtual town halls that he's holding to help spread the word about his campaign and to earn more so that he can earn your vote if you live in Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. So overall, you guys, share your opinion in the comment section below. What do you think about him as a candidate? And remember, you don't have to vote. If you don't like him, you don't have to vote for him. Consider voting for the Republican or Democrat or the other 3 independent candidates. Consider voting. You don't have to vote for them. Vote for the person that you believe best affiliates with yourself, with your values, with your ideas, and with your own way of life. And that's how we're going to reimagine a more prosperous and vibrant democracy for all Americans. But overall, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, this is the Young Centrist, and I am out.